Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Wildcats. First of all, thank you so much to all of the parents and you who wished me a happy birthday. I had a fantastic birthday, even though I was trapped at home like a lot of you are. So it still felt like a very special day. So thank you very much for that. Today is Superhero Day in our GFES Spirit Week. So that is why I have my Super Coach Kimbrough polo on. Thank you, Miss Cover, for this. So today, what we are going to work on is a great superhero type muscle, which is your shoulders. So your shoulders, something that we do work in PE, but sometimes we can't do as much with it because it's one of those weird muscles that can do a lot. Like on Tuesday, whenever we did curling, that muscle kind of only helps with going straight up and straight back down, with bending your arm up and bending your arm down. Even if it's in a different spot, it's kind of the up and down muscle of your arm. Your shoulder can help with like lifting your arms this way, lifting your arms forward, and it can also help with pushing your arms up. So your shoulder can do a lot of things. So what we are going to do, what I'm going to show you as this fantastic idea that you can do is called a shoulder circuit. Now, a shoulder circuit, what this means is that there's going to be a lot of repetitions, which means you're going to be doing it a lot, but it means that it's not going to be super heavy weight that you're going to be using. If you don't have any weights at all, if you don't have what I'm going to show you with, it's fine, because you can still do it with nothing and you'll still feel the exercise going on. So what I am going to use is I'm going to bring back the classic crisp and sweet HEB whole kernel corn. And I have 2 cans of it, 1 for each of my hands. If you have some canned goods and they're like the same size and shape and all of that, or even if they're the same exact thing, that would be perfect. So in this shoulder circuit, I'm going to do it once. If you want to do it more than once because you want to like keep going, awesome. But I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So the most important thing is that we are going to use an 8 count. And I know for a fact Ms. Lopez has taught you an 8 count in music class. So you're going to count to 8 and then you'll move on to the next thing. So hopefully you can count along with me and everything. Hopefully we can do this perfectly. So you're going to take your weights, or if you're not going to use any weights, then you would just use your hand like balled up into a fist, or you can have a straight hand, whichever is most comfortable for you. So this shoulder circuit is going to work on using your shoulders in different types of ways, not just one way. So let's get started. So I'm holding on to both cans of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my arms like this to where they're at a 90-degree angle. That means that I'm not down here like this, I'm not up here. My shoulders are kind of like a straight line across my body, and then my arms are kind of straight up and down. So I'm holding it like this, and what's going to be very important is don't drop your arms and give up. The whole time, you're going to try to hold your arms up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count, sorry, just had something stuck in my throat. I promise I'm not sick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my arms up every time, and I'm going to count 1. I'm going to count like 1 number every time I use this arm. So if I was going to go, it would be 1, 2, and I'm going to go all the way to 8. So this is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, don't drop your arms. It's very, very important. Now, notice how I went all the way up, and then I didn't go like way back down to here. I kept it right here. And whenever the other arm was going, this other arm was still holding this up right here. So now what you're going to do, and this might be a little bit tricky, but I think you can do it, is you're going to turn the cans the other way to where they're facing out. So your arms might move around a little bit, but that's okay. So you're facing the cans out now, but you're going to do the same exact thing. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you still hold your shoulders up, and your shoulders might be burning a little bit, but that's okay. Now what we're going to do is you're going to turn the cans back in, and you're going to go, I'm fixing my arms, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it right too. I'm going to take the cans and I'm going to do the same exact thing with the same exact numbers, but instead of going straight up, I'm going to go over my head. So go ahead and get ready and count with me, because I'm going to go over my head. I'm going to try to get my arm to touch my ear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you're going to try to do the same thing, and you're going to turn your arms and then go over your head again. So, the same exact pattern as before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, what I'm going to do right now is another thing that's I'm still holding it up, and my shoulders are starting to hurt just a little bit from explaining it, but it's okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hold your arms straight out with the cans or with nothing. So some of you might be a little bit heavy, some of you might have cans, and then now you don't need them. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go back and forth with each arm, curling it up, but since your arms are straight, you're going to feel it in your shoulders and your bicep. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hear the corn in the can. 7, 8. Same thing with your arms the other way. 1, I'm going to use the other arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you get to relax your arms. It's a nice feeling, I'm sure. I feel like some of you go, oh my gosh. So my shoulders, I feel it using those cans. Your shoulders could feel it using the cans, or your shoulders could feel it using nothing at all. If you were like, that was super, super tough, well, awesome, you got some good exercise. If you were like, well, that was kind of easy, well, try to do it again. Try to see if you do more repetitions. Try to see if you can come up with a different way to hold the cans or a different way to move the cans. But that shoulder circuit, if you learn it, it's straight up and down with both, turn your hands straight up and down, over your head, turn it over your head, and then straight out all the way to your ear. If you just run through that several times, that will help you get a lot of shoulder strength. So that was our video for today, the shoulder circuit on this thrilling Thursday. Now, boys and girls, do not forget today, and I think right now actually, because I'm recording this in the morning, maybe right now, maybe in a little bit, we are starting our office hours online. So Ms. Gump sent out a email to all parents of how to access it, where you can get on to Google Meet, you can type in a link or a code, and then you can talk to your teachers. And then on Friday at 9 o'clock and at 1 o'clock, you could get on and talk to me. We could talk about some of these videos. We could talk about what you could be doing, because next week there's going to be a plan for you of ideas that you could do, ideas that you can do at home with everything that you have. And the beautiful thing is next week's thing is going to be based on choice. So it's not just going to be here, this is what you have to do. You're going to get a choice of what you want to do, but all of them are going to be physically active. So if you don't think that your parents saw the email, try to get with them. Try to figure out to make sure that you can get on. There's a time for me at 9 o'clock, and then after me, Ms. Gill and Ms. Lopez are both going to be on there as well. So try to make sure that you are not just like sitting at home doing nothing, just kind of like playing video games or hanging out or playing with toys or something. Try to make sure you are still an amazing student. Even if it's like 3 hours out of your day instead of 8 hours like we normally do, make sure you are taking time to work on something related to school, because you want to keep your brain as sharp as possible. You want to keep your skills that you have learned and practiced in school. You want to keep every single one of those skills, so whenever we come back to Goodwin Fraser, you're ready to go, and you've had your time away from school, but you're still ready to be a Wildcat. So thank you once again for watching. Thank you once again for all the wonderful birthday wishes yesterday. I'm excited to make a video for Friday. Don't forget, tomorrow is when you could get on and chat with me about anything like school related, of stuff you can do, anything regarding PE. And that's on Google Meet, and Ms. Gump sent out an email to everybody. So, as always in these videos, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm going to add stay sane, because even though you're at home and you're stuck and you're not really doing many different things, make sure you are not going crazy, because I'm sure some people in your house might be, getting a little bit antsy, get a little bit cooped up and everything. Make sure you're staying mentally healthy. Row the boat, of course, and then have a fantastic Super Thursday.